Hello and welcome to the Met Office 10-day trend. Winter is coming, December just a few days away, and before we know it, Christmas will be here. But typical British fashion, the weather has now turned mild and unsettled. And over the next 10 days, it's likely to stay generally mild, further bouts of wind and rain, especially at first. But I am hopeful that for at least a few days next week, it will be a little calmer. I know a lot of you like the cold at this time of year, but for sustained cold, well, you'd need to head to the east of Europe, where a large high pressure and these blues indicate very cold air at the moment. We had a taste of that last week, but now we've replaced it all with a deep low, mild air, bouts of wind and rain, all brought about by a rejuvenated jet stream running across the Atlantic. And that jet stream is likely to pick up another low overnight Wednesday and into the start of Thursday, and it will be deepening as it approaches the southwest. Now, when these lows deepen as they approach the United Kingdom, they throw up some uncertainty in terms of exactly how much it will deepen and therefore how strong the winds will be. It certainly looks likely to be an unsettled start to Thursday. Early morning Thursday, the winds and the rain push into England and Wales. 50 to 65 mile-per-hour gusts around exposed coast, 50 miles an hour inland, heavy rainfall. But there's a 30% chance that that low will be deepening even further as it approaches. And if that happens, well, we could see even stronger winds, 70 to 80 mile-per-hour winds along southern and western coasts of England and Wales. And then later on, northern England, southeast Scotland. 30% chance of that. If that happens, it could be even more disruptive. But more likely is that it will just be a typical wet and windy autumn morning. And quite quickly, the rain pushes into northern England, into parts of Scotland, Northern Ireland. But you'll notice that by lunchtime, many places end up brighter. Some sunshine comes through, albeit with a blustery wind continuing and heavy downpours following through on this southwesterly. But it's a southwesterly, so temperatures, well, 13 degrees in the south, not quite so mild in the northwest. Fast forward to Friday and another blustery day. Particularly strong winds in the northwest of Scotland. That's where the most frequent showers will come through. Hail and thunder a possibility. There'll also be showers across western and southern coasts of England, Wales, Northern Ireland. But some sunshine for eastern and southeastern areas. So it's not going to be a washout everywhere. And it's going to feel a little cooler. 11 in the south, 8 further north. The jet stream, though, remains very active. You can see it almost as a straight line, like a high-speed shuttle across the Atlantic, bringing in further bouts of unsettled weather into the start of the weekend. Weather fronts likely to be lining up across southern parts of the country. Low pressure close to the north, and that means that in the north through the weekend, we're likely to see further showers, especially northern Scotland. And in the south, well, just more prolonged rain. Saturday morning looks particularly wet across much of England and Wales, staying cloudy, but mild into the afternoon and quite blustery along the south coast. There will be a slice of brightness. There'll be fine weather for Northern Ireland, southern and eastern Scotland, and relatively cool here compared to the south, where it will be quite mild, albeit with grey overcast skies. Now, that's the feature that runs across the south on Saturday. Another one comes in for Sunday, a repeat. For Sunday morning, more bouts of rain and wind across England and Wales, and this time they could well head into Scotland and Northern Ireland for a time. Some uncertainty about this. And staying relatively cold and a little bit drier and brighter for the far north of Scotland, but for most it's another unsettled and grey day on Sunday with outbreaks of rain, especially during the morning. And by Monday, well, third day in a row, another feature bringing wet conditions across much of England and Wales. Further showers, blustery weather for Scotland and Northern Ireland. So very similar conditions through Saturday, Sunday, Monday. These systems moving in, rattling through quite quickly on that fast-flowing straight line jet stream. And the jet stream at the start of next week is still pointed our way, but eagle-eyed observers among you will notice a bit more of a kink there to the west of us. And that means that the jet stream, rather than acting like a fast-flowing shuttle, will be more like a meandering river, say a country road. So these low-pressure systems will still come through, but they won't be quite as fast. And that means that we'll allow some areas of high pressure to develop before they arrive. Now, compare the start of next week with one computer model simulation for the middle of next week. You'll notice that low to the west of us, still to the west of us, an area of high pressure across the United Kingdom. That will bring a little calmer weather with some sunshine by day, some frosty nights. By the end of next week, though, that low pressure does push in. So these low pressure systems likely to still come along from the west. They're just not going to do so frequently into next week because the jet stream will be acting less like a fast-flowing shuttle and more like a country lane. What does that mean for our weather? It's going to stay generally mixed, but it will be a little less wet and windy into next week. It will be mild on the whole, but with clearer skies at night and lighter winds, we can expect a few frosts. So that's the best we can do for any cold weather lovers at the moment. Of course, you can keep up to date with all the latest via the Met Office website and social media channels. Bye-bye.